Hi everybody and welcome to TUI Experiences TV. My name's Sharon Sims and today I am interviewing the lovely Dawn Fisher from Cape Verde. She's going to be talking about Sal. So today's going to be all about destination uncovered and the amazing island of Sal. So welcome Dawn and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's great.
That's okay. So we're going to kick the interview off. And first of all, Dawn, I'd really like to know something about you. So how long have you worked for TUI? You know, what was your first role? What are you doing now?
Yeah, sure. So I started working for TUI back in 2003. I first worked in Haywards Heath and Crawley, so back in the UK for Hayes and Jarvis and Sovereign. And then in 2004, I jumped at the chance to be able to go overseas. My first destination was Goa. And so if I fast forward 16 years, I've done lots of different destinations from Mexico to Egypt to Spain to Greece to Turkey, lots of different roles from rep up to team leader, team manager, holiday village, sensory manager, and now very happy for the last 3 years. Very happy for the last 3 years to be destination manager in the beautiful islands of Cape Verde.
Wow. I think one thing I'm noticing doing these videos that TUI as a company is brilliant because it allows people to either just become a regular agent in one of our stores or maybe start off your career with us as a rep, but it gives you the opportunity to really progress and work your way up to management and higher senior management levels. And you know, when you think about it, there aren't many companies in the world that you can or there aren't many companies anywhere, to be fair, that you can progress that quickly and manage to see some of the amazing places that we fly out to as well. So I always think it's really interesting hearing how people started their journey with TUI.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been amazing, really amazing 16, 17 years.
So we're here to talk about Sal. Tell me some interesting facts about the wonderful island. How long have TUI been flying there, for instance?
So Sal was the first island that TUI flew to, and they actually started their operation in 2005. And it was actually one of the Riu hotels that started our TUI operation there. So we've been operating to Sal now, yeah, for 15 years. And it's still relatively untouched. I mean, obviously, it's further south of the Canary Islands, off the coast of West Africa. Really beautiful because it's still very untouched, as I said, by tourism. So you can be really close to the locals there. Which I think in Sal, for example, you've got the wonderful little village of Santa Maria. We call it the city, but it's obviously not a city, but city by Cape Verde standards. And it's really nice. It has a beautiful promenade there, and it has the Pontao where you can go and see the local fishermen with their daily catch every day in the morning, and some of these things that you wouldn't get on more touristy destinations. And because of its location, it offers sunshine year round. So it appeals to people both in the summer and in the winter. Although it's slightly windier in the winter, that also attracts an extra market to the island with the different water sports that you can do in the winter time. But really, it's a beautiful destination. The people are so wonderful, both inside the hotels and outside the hotels. It's a really lovely nation, and you really feel at home there. They say you have the Morabeza, which is like the really nice feeling and nice atmosphere, and that's exactly what you get when you are actually in Sal in Cape Verde.
And do you think that's what makes the destination so interesting to our TUI guests?
Yeah, we're actually getting a lot more repeat guests to the islands of Cape Verde now than we used to. I mean, I remember 3 years ago when I was in Turkey and they said, "Oh, you're going to work in Cape Verde," and I was like, I have to kind of look where that is on the map. But now I think it's becoming a lot more popular, and I know from speaking to travel agents across all of our different source markets, it's a lot more interesting to our guests now, but also because it isn't so touristy. I would say it's great to go now because the beaches are phenomenal. They're completely untouched, beautiful, pristine, white sandy beaches. So it's a great opportunity now to go before tourism gets too busy and stuff in those destinations.
And what were the top excursions purchased by our TUI guests last year?
So in Sal itself, it's actually a bit of a myth. A lot of people don't think there's many things to do when you come to the island. And it's one thing that I'm always like, no, there's so much to do. And actually our teams, when they arrive to work, so our representatives, they're quite shocked as to how much you can do on the island. So there's lots of different things you can do, from the island tours, the quads. We also have turtles, for example. You can do the loggerhead turtles from mid-July till mid-September and see them on the beaches laying their eggs at night time. But our three kind of best excursions in terms of the amount of people that have gone on those excursions are predominantly our island tours. So we offer two main island tours. One is called Postcards of Sal, and it's a really nice tour, small minibus tour of 20 people maximum, and it takes you around the island to see the key highlights of Pedra de Lune, which is the salt lakes. You can also see Buracona, which is the blue eye, and that's where the sunshine and the water meet, and you can see a blue eye in the water. And then also to the beautiful fishing village of Palmera, which has got lovely coloured houses, and they end their day in Punta Preta, one of the beaches that's actually famous for the World Kite Surfing Championships. You can also do that island tour in a half day on our beautiful TUI jeeps. So it's a little bit more faster paced half day if people don't want to get out of their hotels for the whole day, and that would be our second most popular excursion. And then our third most popular, and of course we've got beautiful crystal clear waters in Cape Verde, so it is getting out on the water. So whether that's by a sailboat, or we actually now, from the end of 2019, we have our own catamaran, our own TUI catamaran. We've only been operating that for 3 months, but it's proved highly successful. And even before that, our previous catamarans and sailing boats have always been very popular. So they're certainly, to get out and about and explore the island, either as a full day, a half day, or to get onto the water, are the main ones. And of course, as I said, when it comes to the months of July, mid-July till mid-September, definitely the top selling experience is the loggerhead turtles, and you can do the turtle walks at night time, so that is really not to be missed.
Ooh. And do you ever experience any challenges with our TUI guests who have or have not booked an excursion before they travel?
Yeah, I think some of the greatest challenges that we have is we are islands. So there's only so many quads, there's only so many buggies, there's only so many jeeps, and there's only so many spaces on a catamaran or a sailboat. So some people, especially if they're wanting to celebrate something on a specific day, if they've not pre-booked that, they may not be able to get the spaces available. And of course, one of the other things is of course we have other operators offering experiences in the destination, but none of them have the strict health and safety program that we have, and the health and safety checks. And I think you have to be quite honest, we are in Africa, so we have to be realistic that the health and safety standards are not as high in Africa. So of course, by working to our standards as TUI, and actually all of our providers know if they work with TUI, they can work with anybody. So I'd say the health and safety and guaranteeing the spaces, to be honest, and the quality that they get. We put in so much more extra added values into our days and nights out with TUI that some of the other operators, of course, don't offer. So I think the challenges would be people want to obviously do those experiences. So if they don't pre-book, then they may not get it on the day or the time that they want to do it. And especially a lot of people come on holiday for special occasions. So, we wouldn't want them to miss out on those opportunities.
I must admit, Dawn, that's something that we enforce a lot in our training with the UK and Ireland agents is, it's that disappointment factor. If somebody's celebrating a birthday or an anniversary and they want to do something as amazing as, the turtles or a walk at night with them and stuff, I just say, how disappointing would that be if they get out there and actually it's fully booked for the week or the 2 weeks that they're there. So, and more so the fact that they've trusted us with their holiday. So really, why not trust us with their experiences whilst they're away? Safety is paramount for TUI, so all the more reason for them to put their trust in us.
No, absolutely. And like I said, again, especially when you've got in some of our islands, like in Sal, you have the turtles, the same as Boa Vista. Boa Vista, you have the whale watching, these types of tours. We also have lemon sharks that you can actually walk with the lemon sharks in the water in Sal. So there's only so many people from a sustainability perspective that we can take out onto these beaches or into the water. So of course, there's limited options as well as the health and safety aspect as well.
Okay. And then I'm fortunate. I have actually been out to Sal, and I completely agree. It is 20 years before tourism ever hit some of the other major resorts that we fly out to at the moment. So it really is beautiful, a lot more relaxed, a lot quieter than some of our busy resorts. Or when I say quieter, just not as touristy. But what top tips would you give to our colleagues who maybe haven't been out to the island just yet? So is there a carnival season? What are the top souvenirs to buy? Any great recommendations for restaurants and bars?
Yeah, I think we're really lucky actually in Santa Maria. Over the last year, the promenade, it never used to be a promenade, but it's now a promenade pedestrianised area, lots of different bars and restaurants that people can go to. And some of the top tips I'd say is definitely go to the Pontau, which is the pier, in the morning time from Monday to Saturday, and between about 10:30 and 11:30, you can see all the fishermen come in, and they have their huge yellowfin tuna. They have that obviously as to what they've caught for the day. You have a real hustle and bustle of local activity, and it's just a must do. I always take my friends and family there. Also, as I said, with the promenade there and also the beach, you've got some really nice beach bars and restaurants. If you're going for something, if you want to go into Santa Maria for the daytime, I always tell everybody to go to Morabeza. It's a beautiful beach club situated just on the beach of Santa Maria. You can see the pier to your left, the beautiful ocean right in front of you, and the tuna there is absolutely to die for. It's incredible. You can also have barbecue as well, or you can choose from the a la carte menu, but fishing is the second biggest industry in Cape Verde, so the fish there is like you've never experienced before. And then of an evening time, there's a really nice restaurant called Oj de Agua, and it has live music. Music is really important to the Cape Verdeans. It's really part of their culture. So the Cape Verdean music is really nice to listen to, with the backdrop of, you've got the waves crashing behind you, and then the outlook of Santa Maria with the little lights. Because it is really untouristy, as you said, there's not much light pollution, so it's really nice just to see the kind of lights from some of the resorts and the pedestrianised area there twinkling, and you've got the nice music in the background. So they're two really nice restaurants to go to. And as I mentioned, the kite surfing is really important. So every year in February, for the last 3 years, we've had the GKA World Championship kite surfing. So that's really great. There's participants from all over the world that come for this event, and it runs, this particular kite surfing event, it runs throughout about 10 days, and it's really amazing to go down and to watch. It's a free event, anybody can go down and watch, but it's just amazing to see all the different stunts. They have so many days that they do competitions, and then they do freestyle as well. So that's a really nice thing to be able to experience if guests are visiting at the end of February.
Well, Dawn, like I said, I have been before, but it was a few years ago. However, you've just resold it all over again to me. So there's another destination that I need to add to my bucket list all over again. But thank you very much for your time today. I know if there is anybody out there that's got any questions for Dawn and her team regarding the island of Sel, drop us an email to tuiexperiences.com, and we'll make sure that we get all those questions sent over to Dawn and her team, and then get a response back for you all. Dawn, it sounds like an amazing place to live. Like I said, I really can't wait to go there again. Thank you very much for doing Destination Uncovered and the island of Sel, and for appearing on our TUI Experiences TV. Thank you very much, and stay tuned, guys.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.